I don't know about you, but where I come from and like growing up and just like Florida, whatever, the phrase "I'm gonna beat your ass" just means I'm gonna give you a spanking. It doesn't mean I'm going to punch you into the ground. Like, I don't understand like where that whole thing comes from. My child doesn't get spanked. I think he's been spanked in his whole life, maybe 5 times, like total. So he doesn't get spanked. It's literally just me being like, dude, I'm gonna beat your ass if you don't fucking stop. But it's 100% just me just talking shit. He knows that. He knows it because when he gets told these things, when I've said that in the past, he continues to act up. He has zero fear of me. Like, that's kind of indicative with his like hyperactivity. Kids act hyperactive around and they misbehave with their own mothers more because their mothers are their safe space and they know that they can push these boundaries and go beyond the limits, and that their mothers, they know their mothers better than anyone. They know. And if he was an abused child, he would do what abused children do. He would tiptoe around me. He would walk on eggshells. He would be anxious. He would be stressed out. He would be in a place of constant nervous anxiety or whatever. And in any case, all of that being said, none of those things are happening today. The last time I said, I'm gonna beat your ass, it was like months ago. I mean, like actually months ago. So you guys talk about all the time, like, you're abusive, you're this, that, and the other. But where is your proof that I am actively abusive to my child? Have I said verbally abusive things to my child in the past? Yes, dude, I'm a fucking person and I fuck up.
Show money.
Okay, come on, put her down.
Just touch my face.
I mess up. I'm a person. I am not perfect. I don't know where this comes from, this whole expectation of perfection. I'm not a perfect person. I'm not a perfect parent. I don't know how to be a parent. I've never been a parent before to a 9-year-old boy. I've never even been a 40-year-old woman before. I'm learning. Oop, my mouth is dry. I'm learning while I'm trying to teach him, and it's very complicated and a complex dance. It's like you as soon as you fucking start to figure out the code to each kid is like a unique padlock. As soon as you start to figure out the code, they change, they grow up in some way, and now it's new things that you need to be stressed out about. But in any case, if you guys never, hi mamas, if you guys never acknowledge when things are actually better, if you continue to stalk me and call my friends and family and, like literally invade my personal life because you think that I was abusive to my son 6 months ago, like, what? It doesn't make any sense. If I was actively talking to my kid like that every day and this was our everyday life, okay, I get it. You could totally fucking try to hold me accountable for that. But that's not the case. I didn't like talking to my son that way. I almost took my life because of this whole situation that has happened. Not because of the Redditors, not because of the trolls online, none of that. My actions, my environment, my situation was driving me to a place where I couldn't be alive anymore. And I was in a fucking bad place. And instead of fucking being like, hey, is something wrong, Heather? Do you need some help or something? You guys just dogpiled on me and you've called CPS on me hundreds of times. You fucking called the county on me hundreds of times. You're calling my friends, my family, my neighbors, showing up to my house, okay, in the middle of the night, 4 men deep in a car. This shit has gone too far. I'm not abusive to my son. You are mental, okay? And I'm better. Like, we're so good. Like, life is so fucking good. Why are you guys living in the past? Like, can't we move the fuck on? Just because I am willing, vulnerable, authentic, and transparent enough to show you the real thing, like, what is it like, the real deal? I am giving you a window into what being a person in my shoes is like. It's not easy. It's not always beautiful. It's definitely not aesthetically pleasing, but it's real. And I am not afraid to let you guys see the absolute worst of me. And that's literally the worst of me. That is it, right there for you to see. I am a transparent and authentic person. When shit is going bad, you're gonna see it go bad because I am literally allowing you to watch me learn. You're watching me make mistakes and figure that out and adjust in real time. You're not watching a story that's already happened. It's live. So you're gonna watch people fuck up and make mistakes, but you cannot sit and literally bully, stalk, harass, and abuse someone because they've made mistakes in the past or that they've gone through a period of learning and growth. It's not been easy for any of us this whole year. All of us, collectively, as a person, as a people. It's not been an easy year. Now imagine how hard your year was, but also without electricity, without running water, with a hyperactive person who is intentionally doing things to upset you. I mean, like, let's just be real. Like, he thinks that mean-spirited pranks are funny. And if I was in my normal head space where my basic needs are met, where I have food, shelter, electricity, warmth, all the things, without having to literally do 24 hours of physical labor to achieve that, I'm a whole different person. But when my basic needs aren't met, it's the freaking hierarchy of needs. Like, there's a foundation to being a person. And if you're starting out with your cup empty, how can you fill your kid's cup? You can't. As soon as I recognized that that was what my life was like, I made steps, I took steps, and I actively changed it. I don't live on that property anymore. I'm literally living in a fucking tent just so that I could get myself out of there faster. I could not wait anymore. I couldn't stay there anymore and have that be my life and have this be our dynamic. I just couldn't do it anymore. I love my son way more than I give a shit about what any of you fucking think about me. I could have the worst reputation on the internet, but all that really matters is we know what it's like inside of our home. I don't have to put on a show for my kid. I don't fake shit. Elliot knows what the real deal is. Elliot knows. And Elliot fucking loves me, and he knows that he's not abused. He literally knows this. He's seen other kids who are actually abused. He's seen it. You know, kids who are really going through it. So could you please, for the sake of humanity, leave me the fuck alone, watch if you want, but understand that I am going to fuck up. I'm a person. I am growing and learning, and I'm a late bloomer. Okay, so like, I'm just figuring this shit out. I'm literally just figuring it out, just like all of you. None of us have come with a manual. None of them come with a manual. So we're all just figuring this out as we go. It's literally a collective, let's just see what happens. That's what reality is, okay? And I am willing to let you guys watch me go through that, okay? But if you can't move on, like, how am I supposed to move on? How am I supposed to do better for my son if you guys keep bringing up shit that literally is not a part of our lives now? That's y'all. You guys are the ones who keep bringing this shit up. We don't even think about it until you guys come along and bring it up. So if we could all just move on now and, like, make Elliot's life better, because Elliot is fucking having, like, Elliot, how do you feel about these people? Like, what they do? Please don't use the word hate, buddy. I know, but we don't use the word hate, and you know that. I was so proud of you in the other video. We don't say hate. He doesn't like you guys. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like what you guys put his mother through. Like, he doesn't like it that you make it so he can't play with the neighborhood kids. Like, why would you go out of your way to make enemies between me and the lady across the street? Like, why would you do that? Y'all saw for yourselves that I wanted a relationship with her to be good. I wanted to clear the air with her so that my son could play with those kids. You took away all of his fucking friends. Why would you do that? You want his life to be better. You don't want him to be so terribly abused. But you're the one who is fucking abusing him. He has nightmares because of you. Anyway. Hey, whoa. No. Jerks. Tell them that they're not nice. Tell them that what they do hurts your heart.
They are jerks.
Hey, look at them and tell them that what they do is hurting your heart. Don't call them names though, baby. You guys are terrible.